Ladies and gentlemen, sudden cardiac arrest is the leading killer of student athletes in the U.S. each year. District 3 and the Peyton Walker Foundation have partnered to make sudden cardiac arrest awareness a top priority. Automated external defibrillator machines, known as AEDs, have proven to save the lives of those afflicted by sudden cardiac arrest. The nearest AED machine in our facility is located outside the trainer's room, across from the fitness center, behind the scores.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. It's Todd Edwards coming to you live tonight from Central York High School for a big matchup, non-conference matchup. Todd Edwards, Dew Jones. We're going to have a special guest here momentarily, but we welcome you for tuning in tonight. Player warm-ups have concluded. Player introductions are about underway. Dew, big game tonight, non-conference matchup between Central Dauphin and Central York.
Yeah, super big game between Central Dauphin and Central York. Central York, of course, needs this game to make it into the districts, but, you know, Central Dauphin comes down here as the Mid-Penn champs, and they're 14-1. It's going to be a great game tonight, Todd.
It should be. I mentioned about an early guest that we're going to have. Why don't we bring him in here? Billy, come on in here. A UMass Hall of Famer. We're joined in the broadcast booth. Billy, welcome to the Billy Tindall is here. Your thoughts on a big matchup tonight between Central Dauphin and Central, Billy?
Well, I think this game is going to be crucial for the postseason, and these teams have to show up if they plan on moving into the postseason.
I know you're tied in heavily with the Red Lion team, but this is going to be a good matchup between Central Dauphin and Central York tonight.
Anytime I love basketball, and anytime I see athletes out here underneath the circumstances that they're dealing with, I'm more than excited about it.
Right now, the playing of our national anthem. A stirring rendition of our national anthem here, gentlemen, and we are really seconds away from player introduction. I somehow feel we may want to make our way up to the broadcast.
Yeah, we're going to make our way up there. We're also going to tell the fans a little bit more about Billy and his bio and a little bit where you came from and things like that. So we'll be tuning the fans into a lot of things as we go through the game.
Okay, guys.
Junior number 3, Andrew Winoni. Freshman number 22, Malachi Palmer. Senior number 23, Ryan Smith. And junior number 30, Tindall.
Okay, hang on. Hey.
Sports fans, we've made our way back up to the broadcast booth here. It's Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, UMass Hall of Famer Billy Tindall as a guest commentator tonight. We're all making our way up here. We're seconds away from tip-off between the Central Dauphin Rams and Central York Panthers.
And you look at this Central Dauphin Rams team, they're starting 5, Todd, all 6-footers to start off the game. I mean, they're big and bulky.
I just want to let you know, for tipping off for Central Dauphin's a junior, Donovan Hill. They list him at 6'8". Yes, you heard me correct, sports fans. tipping off against Greg Geiter. And now Greg Gittinger actually is a freshman for Central, 6'5". His dad played in the NBA, Jay Gittinger, in the early 90s for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we're off and running here. Malachi Palmer with the ball. The Central Dauphin in their green jerseys tonight, and it was just like that.
A quick 2
points. The Rams are up 2-0 over Central York, and they're all white jerseys tonight. And one thing my broadcast partner touched on earlier is the amount of size that Central Dauphin comes in here with. Ryan Smith, number 23, they call him Red. He comes into tonight's game with 1,155 points. And there's Donovan Hill, 6'8", junior, for a three that comes up short. Jacoby Baker for Central drives to the bucket, gives the ball to Karan Brown, and we're knotted up here 2-2 with just over 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from Central York High School. It's Stu Jones, Billy Tindall here in the broadcast booth, along with yours truly, Todd Edwards. Your thoughts so far, Billy, on the game?
I say the team that's most aggressive because they're starting out, and the team that's most aggressive is going to be the one that's going to win this game.
And Central, both teams on that note have to be aggressive tonight. A lot on the line. We mentioned Central Dauphin comes in here number 3 behind Reading and Wilson, and Central sitting at number 11 in Class 6A ball here. So a pivotal game for both teams here tonight, Billy.
Yeah, well, it's a lot at stake for both teams. I see they're running a zone here, and it looks good. But I think that the aggressiveness is still going to come out at the end of the game.
And the put in there by Devon Haggins, the senior for Central. Karan Brown for 3. Comes up short. Right now the Rams are up 4-2 over the Panthers.
That's a big-time block.
A big-time block
Taylor
there.
Wright Rawls, but looks like he has an ankle injury after that block.
And not good. Taylor Wright Rawls played for the football team. He has a scholarship to play football for Bryant University, and he is down on the hardwood floor right now. Training staff coming over along with head coach Jeff Hoke to attend to him right now. With 6:13 to go, it's Central Dauphin 4, Central 2, and not exactly the player you want to see injured at this time.
And with games, and when you see a player go down like that with an ankle injury, sometimes he just rolled his ankle, and you can't get back into the game after a few minutes. So hopefully he just rolled his ankle a little bit, and he can get back into the game. They definitely need Taylor Wright Rawls out there today because their point guard, Nolan Hubbs for Central York, is not playing tonight for an ankle injury as well, Todd.
Yeah, he was out from the previous broadcast from this past Thursday when Dallastown came in here and knocked Central out. Right now, Taylor Wright still down on the hardwood floor.
And that's not something you want to see.
No.
And he's a tough player. He comes from that Central York football team that won the District 3 championship and also got to the state championship, was a runner-up.
I think his mother is down there as well, Mrs. Taylor. Son.
And I believe checking in the game is going to be Ethan Dodson, number 20 for Central York, to replace Taylor Wright Rawls as he gets attended to by the athletic trainer.
Our viewers here, we have a special guest, Billy Tindall. We're going to talk about him throughout the game. Not a one sports star, but a 2 sports star. And I know for our live feed, got to throw out a little trivia question. We know he excelled in basketball on a Hall of Fame level. What other sport at UMass did he excel at? We have a live interaction here, Billy. And by the way, here, Taylor Wright Rawls up on his feet, walking rather gingerly, and it appears to be his right ankle or foot.
And now's the time for Central York already down Nolan Hubbs. Now you're down another starter with Taylor Wright Rawls. They need to buckle in and trust their teammates and still play basketball and don't get discouraged that Taylor's not in the game right now. Hopefully he can come back in the next few minutes, or at least by halftime.
Yeah, no doubt. And it was 6:13 to go. Billy, do you care to talk about injuries in this sport?
I was very fortunate all my career. I never had any meniscus or anything going on physically. But I always made sure I had 4 pair of socks on and was taped up very well for twisting my ankle.
There you go. Words of advice for some of our younger viewers who may be tuned in here tonight. And it's 4-point lead right now for Central Dauphin, 6-2. As Central works the ball around court here. Greg Gittinger, the freshman. There's Jacoby Baker. And the put in by Jacoby Baker, his
Tough
first
shot.
points tonight, draws Central within 2 as we're under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Coming to you live tonight from Central York High School in a big non-conference matchup. There's the freshman phenom Malachi Palmer, another player you want to keep an eye on. One of the top-rated players in the class of 2024, number 22, Malachi Palmer for Central Dauphin.
And the key for Central York tonight is to get rebounds. They got to have second chance opportunities to play against a team this big and this physical coming out of the mid-Penn area.
They're big, they're fast, and quite talented. Of course, they come out of the Mid-Penn division as the Commonwealth champions with a 14-1 record. Taking on Central with a 12-5 record. The kick out to Karan Brown and drains it. Big time 3 by Karan Brown. One of the players for Central who hits double digits quite often. Karan Brown for Central.
Yeah, Karan Brown right now is averaging 16 points for Central York.
He has 5 points right now for Central.
And Central has to get rebounds if they want to stay in this game.
And Devon Hagens made that look easy. The senior for Central Dauphin. Extends the lead by 1 for Central Dauphin right now. Hagens with 4 points tonight. There's Karan Brown from three-point land again. And Central is going to maintain possession of the ball.
It's real key for Central York when they get those open looks to knock down those shots, and that's what Karan Brown's doing so far. He's getting that open look, and he's taking the shot. And I think that's what all the players should do, but they need to crash the boards.
Looking for KB, Karan Brown. And a turnover, scramble for the ball.
Central Dauphin is running, kick out to Ryan Smith.
Look for that 1-2 combination of Malachi Palmer and Ryan Smith here for Central Dauphin. And a loose ball, a turnover, and Central. Your thoughts on that play, Billy?
Well, I think that Central York, one thing I like about their patience, they're looking for a good shot, and the only thing is just not falling. But just got to break here with a loose ball, so hopefully we'll see when they come down the court what they're going to do.
And Stephen Bettenker bringing the ball up court, passes to Ethan Dodson, who's in the game. Greg Gittinger also for Central York. Jacoby Baker and Judah Tome. And a big-time shot
And that's
by
a nice
Jacoby
shot
Baker.
from Jacoby Baker.
That's 5 points for Jacoby Baker. Another player that likes shooting from the three-point range. Here's Malachi Palmer. And speaking of 3 points,
He
rather
responds.
quickly for Malachi. Freshman phenom, his first points tonight. And it's a big one, 3 points. 11-10 right now. Central Dauphin and Central. A lot different game tonight, than it was 2 nights ago here with Dallastown, when Dallastown kind of came in here and really punched them in the mouth.
Yeah.
They were unable to recover that night.
They played their best ball. Central York was in that fourth quarter where they cut that lead down
They
to
did.
5 points.
At one,
But, you can't do that against good teams. You got to come out firing from the door and be ready to play.
and both of these teams have the potential of making the districts. We're no county championships. It's only districts. In 6A, the top 12 teams will advance. And Central sitting there right now at number 11. Ooh, big time, man. Another hard play. Stephen Bettenker, I heard that the whole way up here in the broadcast booth, Billy.
That hurt me. I felt that all the way up here. Hopefully he's all right, didn't fall on his head. It looks like he fell on his shoulders, so he should be all right.
And one thing we got to say about these student athletes, they're very resilient. They can take some punches and take some hits and get right back up. And hopefully that's the situation for Stephen Bettenker, number 13 for Central York.
The second injury right now. Here comes the athletic trainer here for Central York. Not what we wanted to see here tonight, gentlemen.
Yeah, and Central York right now, so their roster is pretty thin. Yeah, without having Nolan Wright-Rawls in the game, and then
Hubs and then Taylor Wright-Rawls.
I'm sorry, Taylor Wright-Rawls in the game, and then Nolan Hubs out the game.
Potentially Stephen Bettenker.
And Stephen Bettenker is one of their key reserves. He comes off the bench, and he can hit a big time shot. He brings the ball up the court. don't
Coach
want to see
Jeff
these.
Hoke out there with his player, and it looks like he's going to be up and maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, Billy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It looked like he fell on his shoulders. Being 1 point down is one thing, but now it looks like 2 ball players that are central to the team might really affect the outcome.
Central has to buckle down and trusting their teammates at this point in time, knowing they're a little bit depleted on that roster so far in the first quarter.
6'8" Donovan Hill at the charity line for his first of 2 shots here. Donovan has 4 points for Central Dauphin. Donovan, a junior here for the Central Dauphin Rams, and makes 1 of 2. And Jacoby Baker bringing the ball up court for Central. Tries to give it to Greg Gittinger, and the ball out of bounds. A turnover. It will be Central Dauphin's ball.
Looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication going on between Greg Geidinger and Jacoby Baker.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that. I was wondering if they losing the 2 men, that they went to a zone, and I'm glad to see they made the adjustment to a zone now.
Yeah, that's a key.
There's a 3-point shot, and short for Ryan Smith. Here comes Karan Brown bringing the ball up court for Central. Swinging the ball out. There's Greg Gittinger for 3. And a rebound there.
Big rebound.
Devon Hagens.
Ryan Smith goes baseline, kick out. Malachi Palmer with the ball. Another kick out to Ryan
Smith.
And that's off, and they're off to the
Coming
runner.
up cold so far for Ryan Smith. Has 1,155 points. And scramble for the ball, Central ball. There's Jacoby Baker with the put-in. Nice shot by Jacoby Baker. Gives him 7 points.
And that's what Central York needs. They need those opportunities, second chance opportunities with the ball, and get some points on the board.
Tied up 12-12.
Great rebound.
Great rebound by Cole Luckenball, who's in for Central. Karan Brown for 3. There's Donovan Hill. He can make a living doing that all day. How about it, Billy?
I like to see a big man run the court, and if he keeps running the court, he's going to get a lot of points tonight.
And a turnover here. Central Dauphin bringing the ball up court. Oh, and a slam there. How about it? You talking?
And that's what I just said. He's running the court, and he's getting paid for running the court.
Big 9 points leads all scorers Donovan Hill right now. A 4-point lead for Central with under a minute to go. There's Cole Luckenball.
And Central York has to move right now. They're not getting good spacing.
Gotta move the ball around. Look, maybe content to hold for the final play of this game. No shot clock at this level. A 3-pointer by Jacoby Baker comes up short. It will be Central Dauphin's ball. 15 seconds remaining. Go, Billy.
They got to follow up these shots after they shoot. Central York has to follow up on these baskets.
There we go. Karan Brown bringing the ball up court. And a nice move. And the and one here for Karan Brown, who has 7 points.
It's been a very good contested game so far in the first quarter. Central York came out fighting, and they know that they have an uphill battle right now going against a Mid-Penn Conference powerhouse like Central Dauphin.
Billy, your thoughts so far?
Yeah, after 2 of the Central York men being down, I think the replacements have come in. They've picked up the slack, and it looks like they're hanging in there real tough.
Real tough, and Karan Brown with the and one there. 2 seconds remain. There's Malachi Palmer. His shot's going to come up short, and we've arrived at the end of the first quarter with your score. Central Dauphin 16, Central York 15. It's been an interesting first quarter, gentlemen.
Well, I think that's the first quarter that Central York wants to have. They want to show that they can compete, getting up and down the court. They are a little bit outmatched as far as size-wise, but they've been doing a great job of boxing out and, pushing the issue and, getting some points up and getting to the line. Getting to the line is very crucial in games like this. You can stop the bleeding and get some free points from the charity strike. Right now, leading all scorers is number 30 for
That's Donovan Hill, the big man. Yeah,
Donovan
6'8"
Hill.
with 9 points. Karan Brown and Jacoby Baker both have 7 points for Central. It's a tight contest here. We also have a special guest in the booth tonight, Billy Tindall. And Billy, some people may be wondering, a UMass Hall of Famer, how did you make your way to York, Pennsylvania?
That's a really long story. But living in, the East Coast and living up north and being at UMass and up there in the northern part of the state, it was almost natural to come to and be in the northern part of the state in Pennsylvania.
So what you're telling our viewers, you're used to this cold weather then, right?
Used to the cold weather. I have people ask me all the time, how could you move there? I said, I grew up in it. So it's no challenge at all.
And you had some big games against the University of Vermont from back in the day. How about it?
Oh, yeah. It was almost like the game setting here tonight where the postseason was very important. And we had lost a game that we shouldn't have lost to win the conference, to be number one in the conference, and they beat us. But when they came to our home court, I put up about 41 points, which was a record that stood for 50 years.
You heard it right, sports fan. 50-year record at UMass. 41 points with the shot clock, 3-point range. It stood the test of time for many decades with UMass.
And there were 2 points at a time.
No threes back then. How about it? It's a treat and a welcome to have Billy Tindall here in the broadcast booth. And you work closely with the youth as well, right, Billy?
Yeah, I worked with youth in the criminal justice system, for over 25 years. And I really want to just applaud these youngsters for being able to contest with this COVID and wearing masks. I don't know what I would have done playing basketball with a mask on in my day, but I really applaud them, and my heart goes out to them to be able to do what they're doing and what I'm visualizing here tonight.
No doubt about it, and it's been great to see the kids have a season, and at least here the home fans have been able to come in. It will be a great time to see all fans being able to come back in, and hopefully we'll get back to some normalcy, hopefully later this year.
Well, if not this year, then at least we can plan for next year.
No doubt about it.
I think there's only a couple more games before the playoffs, so we can look forward to a great year next year.
And a 3-point shot. There was an attempt there by Justin Easter, but Donovan Hill again in the paint there. He's going to go to the charity line, too.
Yeah, number 30, Donovan Hill. He didn't even have to jump to get that rebound. He just extended his arms and got right to the bucket. I mean, got an opportunity to get a foul and go to the line.
Yeah, and we saw the slam jam earlier from him. Central Dauphin can get their point distribution from a lot of different players, Dill.
Yeah, as we said before, their starting lineup is all 6 foot players and above, and they know how to get the ball to each and every one of those players.
11 points there, leads all scorers in the game, Donovan Hill. And it gives Central Dauphin a 3-point lead right now. And as you can hear, a Central Dauphin team creating their own noise here tonight. No fans from Central Dauphin, but the team is making some noise tonight. And the put in there by number 24, Keon Dawkins, sophomore for Central Dauphin, his first points in tonight's contest.
And you can see that Central Dauphin is using their size in the paint to get those easy buckets.
Yeah, well, they're big, they're physical, and it's on display tonight against the Central York Panthers. Only down by 5 right now with 6:40 to go here. Judah Tome playing tonight. Jacoby Baker with 3. He makes it look easy, Billy.
Well, now they have to go back on defense and set that zone back up and get a couple of stops. If they get about 2 stops, they can take the lead in this game.
Malachi Palmer trying to feed the ball to Donovan Hill again there in the post. Donovan Hill's going to take a breather. In his spot comes Devon Hagens, senior for Central Dauphin. Also coming into the game, Ryan Smith. Checking out Andrew Rinaldi for the Rams.
And I have bad news for the Central York players. It looks like Taylor Wright Rawls is on crutches at this point in time, and he may be out for the rest of the game, as it looks right now.
Not a good sight at all for Central York. And I mentioned he's a 2-sport star. He's going to be playing football at Bryant University next year, a Division I football program. And it appears as if he has ice on his right ankle.
Judah Tone with the ball, setting it up for Central York. And that's Stephen Beneker. He's back in the game.
And Stephen Bedeker may have just gotten the wind knocked out of him. My broadcast partner, Dew Jones, said he's re-entered the game for Central York. And a 2-point lead right now for Central Dauphin, who come in here as the Mid-Penn Commonwealth champions. And a jump ball called.
It looks like so far Central York's defense is kind of making Central Dauphin a little bit frustrated. They can't get into their rhythm as of yet. But like I said, they're big down low, and they're going to use that to their advantage.
And there's a rebound there by Judah Tome. And good, go ahead.
I think that that zone is working really good for Central York at this time. They're squeezing it up in there, and I think that they might tie this game up.
5:40 to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be Central possession. Looking to inbound the ball will be Cole Luckenball to Jacoby Baker. Stephen Bettenker back in the game, as is Judah Tome. Kicks it out to Greg Gettinger for 3 off the rim. And a steal there by Stephen Bettenker. Kicks it out to Jacoby Baker. And a little miscommunication there on that play.
Central York had a great opportunity to tie the game up. Little miscue, but let's see if they can get it back on defense. And I like Central Dauphin. They're not taking anything for granted. They're taking what's given to them, and they're playing a good, solid game so far in the first half.
Both of these teams have the potential, Billy, to see each other in districts.
Yeah. Well, right now I think Central has stepped up, even they're being their star player short. They're hanging in there, and they're not giving up.
And a steal there by Central Dauphin. Ryan Smith goes up, and
I think that may be an offensive foul call.
On Ryan,
Oh,
a charge on Ryan Smith, who's been held scoreless so far in tonight's game. Interesting. Again, I mentioned earlier, he comes in here with over 1,000 points.
And checking back into the game for Central Dauphin is Malachi Palmer, and checking back into the game for Central York is Karan Brown.
Karan Brown, yeah. Malachi.
Checking out is Greg Gottinger.
Yep, a freshman for Central. And speaking of which, a little miscommunication again, Billy.
Yeah, they almost threw it away again. They got to stop. They got to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah.
They can't just throw it away. That's their disadvantage.
As Central York wants to stay in this game, they got to have less turnovers. They can't have more turnovers than Central Dauphin.
Number 1 for Central Dauphin, Devon Hagen's very aggressive player on the court for the Rams. A scramble for the ball there between Karan Brown and Darian Barrios for the Rams.
And you see Central Dauphin using their length and size to get those rebounds and just extending their hands. They're a very long team. I don't know if people can see that from the fans can see that from the live feed, but they're a very long team.
Well, we noticed that when we were down on the court floor level, seeing this team warm up pregame.
And that's the second offensive foul that Judah Tome took for Central York. That's a great job for number 4.
Now if Central York doesn't throw the ball away, and they box out on defense, I think we're going to have a heck of a contest here. They just got to box out because these guys are not jumping. They're just getting the ball flat-footed.
22-18 right now, Central Dauphin with a 4-point lead with 3:35 to go. Central Panthers possession here. Jacoby Baker bringing the ball up court. It's Judah Tome on the court. Karan Brown, Ethan Dodson, and Greg Gettinger checks back in. There's Ethan Dodson for three. In and out of the bucket.
And so far, Central York is going toe-to-toe with Central Dauphin.
That's about the third giveaway that Central York has made, which is really affecting their comeback.
3 minutes to go here in this first half of action.
And that's Malachi Palmer with the ball right now, the freshman phenom, number 22 for Central Dauphin. He's in the corner. He's looking for his shot. Looks like they're going to give it to him. Good rebound.
Three-point attempt there by Justin Easter comes up short for Central Dauphin. Central trying to find their shot here. Being patient. There's Greg Gettinger off the rim. Ethan Dodson's shot in and out of the bucket.
And again, Central Dauphin's doing a great job of boxing out and giving Central York only one opportunity.
And there's Donovan Hill again there in the paint. Going to the charity line. Donovan Hill leads all scores with 11 points tonight. It's double digits.
Yeah, Central York has almost sacrificed 6 points they could have made. Threw the ball away twice and then a missed pass again. That's like 6 points, and they can't afford that. It'll be interesting to see how many times they lost the ball.
With turnovers here, but right now, Central Dauphin in the lead right now with 2:09 to go. Donovan Hill at the free throw line.
And a team like Central Dauphin, they're up by 5 right now. You don't want them to keep chipping away and getting those points, and before you know it's 7 and it's 8 and it's 10 and it gets out of reach. So, you know, they got to keep playing hard. And again, you can see their size and length with just that tip out.
Malachi Palmer kicks it out. And again, there's Donovan Hill lurking under the basket there.
And he's a big body. He's just not a tall, lanky guy. He has some girth to him as well. So you got to really push a guy like him out.
And a turnover.
And that's what Central York wants to do. They want to run every opportunity that they get. And that's a deep three by Karan Brown.
Ooh, and another hard fall on the hardwood there. You heard that from up here at the broadcast booth, Billy.
People talk about football. This game is rougher than football because you have no gear on, no shoulder pads, nothing. You just got a jersey and some shorts. And it's amazing how resilient these ball players are with some of the falls that they're taking.
It'll be Central's ball with 1:25 to go. Central Dauphin 23, Central York 18. Donovan Hill leads all scorers with 12 points. Karan Brown matched up on Donovan Hill and swatted away there by Devon Haggins. Kick out to Ethan Dodson. And a scramble for the ball. There's Judah Tome, kicks it out to Karan Brown. Back and forth action here, gentlemen. It's quite the exciting game here tonight for a little Saturday basketball. And the put in there by Devon Haggins gives him 6 points tonight. And the put in by Steven Bettenker. His first points in tonight's game. A 5-point lead for Central Dauphin with 18 seconds to go. 3-point shot in and out of the bucket. And it looks like a timeout called by head coach of Central, Jeff Hoke. They're going to collect their thoughts with 13 seconds to go here tonight. This game's kind of lived up to the expectations we expected with both teams.
Yeah, so far in the first half, it's been really good going back and forth. I mean, Central York is keeping pace with Central Dauphin, the Mid-Penn Conference champion. So, you know, and I also have to add Central Dauphin, this game was actually put on the schedule mid-season, so, you know, they get some more experience and play against tougher teams. And I think that's something else that the YIAA is doing more often is playing against those Mid-Penn teams and out-of-conference teams more often, just to gauge where they're at with their level of talent.
Competition, and nothing wrong with a school playing a Wilson, a Reading from our area to get that competition. York High has been a school that's been known to book, if you will, a lot of out-of-county schools and play that level of competition.
Yeah, York High, especially in basketball, they're known for going to districts, winning districts, going deep into the states as well. So.
Billy, your take so far in the first half with 13 seconds to go.
I'm really impressed with Central York. Central Dauphin should have blew them out of the game. They've thrown away the ball at least about 6 times, which would have put them 1 point ahead. So to be 5 points down, I think they're in a good position for the second half.
There we go, and we are 13 seconds away from halftime here from Central York High School. It's Todd Edwards, Dew Jones, Billy Tindall in the broadcast booth tonight. Yes, a UMass Hall of Famer who played there during the 60s. And Central looks content to hold the ball here, potentially for the final shot before halftime here at Central York High School. The feed to Greg Gittinger, the freshman.
And that's the play that, and to be honest with you, Todd, that's the play that they wanted. It was a great dish from KB. Greg Gottinger didn't get an opportunity to score that bucket, but I mean, I think that's what they wanted. They wanted something down low, a high percentage shot, and that's what they got. Well, high percentage opportunity, and that's what they have right there.
And we have arrived at halftime again with your score: Central Dauphin 25, Central York 20. And as our fans settle in, maybe with another bottle of water and some popcorn, and we hope to maybe have some scores. I know Redline played today. They had their season finale at New Oxford, so if any fans want to kind of chime in on the live feed with some scoring updates, we would appreciate that as well. Noticed some coaches here from some of the colleges scouting out potentially some players here. I was not sure what college is here in attendance, but their head coach, I saw the swag he was wearing. They came in earlier during pregame. And we do have Billy Tindall here with us. Billy.
Give me some background on Billy Tindall, you know, where he played at in high school, college career. And
yeah, tell us a little bit about what went in with your recruiting and why you chose UMass, Billy.
That's really an interesting question. And I'd like to respond to that. What happened was I was one of those individuals that was bused from one school district to another. And they bused me to the school district was called Foxland High School. And so when I got to Foxland High School, I realized that I had to make my way and, you know, do the best I could do. And, yeah. Yeah, you know, when I got there at Foxland High School, I was like an All-American in basketball, and I was highly recruited by UMass and other different teams, and I chose UMass. And the reason why I chose UMass because I wanted to be a big fish in a little pond instead of a big, you know, like a big fish in a big pond. And yeah, so, and we recruited Julius Irving and some other great ball players. And I was glad to be a pioneer at UMass.
Yeah, no doubt. And your experience playing for head coach Jack Lehman, he was your coach there, a big mentor for you. Who were some of your mentors, actually, when you were growing up?
Well, I had a lot of mentors that got me to where I was. It wasn't by myself. My coach, you know, he taught me some skills. You know, he taught me footwork. And to today, you know, a lot of these ball players, they don't have any good footwork. And is key, and skill set is key. And if I could help any ball player get his skill set up, I will. Thank you.
There you go. Would you like to ask Billy here while we have a few minutes here? And
as you said before, Billy, growing up and playing basketball in the 60s and the 70s, and I'm sorry, I walked away for a second to go check my phone. But when you asked about some of who his mentors were, but who were some of your favorite NBA players or guys that you looked up to? Oh shit.
We'll take a brief break here, and we'll be back with more with Sports Shooting Stars.
Todd Edwards back here, coming off halftime here. Ready to resume the second half of our broadcast here between Central Dauphin and Central York Panthers. Of course, your leading scorer for Central Dauphin, number 30, Donovan Hill. Broadcast partner Dew Jones is here. And we're back, sports fans. Central Dauphin moving left to right on your television screen, and a 5-point lead right now. There's Donovan Hill picking up where he left off from the first half with 14 points.
And that gives Central Dauphin their biggest lead of the game so far with 7 points.
This is a 7-point lead right now for Central Dauphin. Jacoby Baker leads Central with 10 points. Karan Brown with 8. And those are the type of shots Central needs there put on
that was
by
a nice
Judah
pass.
Tome. Yeah.
Judah
There's
Tome
Ryan Smith. Feeds to Donovan Hill.
Also got to tell the fans that just tuning in for the second half that Nolan Hubbs, their starting point guard, is not playing this game with an injury. And also their other guard, Taylor Wright Rawls, went down with an ankle injury.
Donovan Hill back to familiar territory for him, the free throw range here. 15 points in double digits.
And Central Dauphin definitely uses their size as an advantage down in the paint.
An 8-point lead for Central Dauphin right now. And a steal by Malachi Palmer. And a little jam slam there by Malachi Palmer.
Central York.
Timeout called by head coach Jeff Hoke of Central.
Central York didn't come out on the right side of that second half. They had a quick 5 points from Central Dauphin.
And a 10-point lead right now for Central Dauphin with 7:01 to go in the third quarter. And we've had some interesting conversation after.
It has been. It has been. It's never a dull moment.
No doubt about it.
And the key for Central York, I mean, they can't get rattled too much. They got to go back into the game and play really tough. They got to keep putting their foot to the pedal to the metal, as they say. You know, they can't get rattled against a team like Central Dauphin. Central Dauphin is probably, of course, comes in favored, you know, at number 3 in the districts right now. But, you know,
led
Central
by their
York,
head coach Wayne Fletcher.
Central York showed a lot of poise last game against Dodson, and they scored a lot of points in that fourth quarter. So they had to do the same thing this game.
And again, a 10-point lead for the Rams right now over the Panthers. Under 7 minutes to go here.
That's a good entry pass and good shot from Judah Tome.
Judah Tome. His first points in tonight's contest.
And that was a wise timeout from Coach Jeff Hope for Central York, getting his guys back together and getting that quick 2 points that they desperately needed. And that's a steal.
And a steal. There's Jacoby Baker for Central, all alone, and the put in. Jacoby with 12 points. Cut Central's lead down to 6 here with just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. There's Malachi Palmer. Makes it look easy. The freshman feed on for Central Dauphin. 7 points for Malachi tonight.
And Central York desperately needs to get rebounds. They have to get second chance opportunities just to stay in this game.
And a jump ball call there.
And that's a good job from Jacoby Baker and also Karan Brown getting in there for the jump ball. That's a crucial part of the game. Some kids, some student athletes don't want to get in there for the jump ball. But that's so important in games like this because, you know, it can slow down the tempo and you know, the tempo of the other team.
And some dispute about maybe a timeout there from the coach of Central Dauphin, Wayne Fletcher, talking to one of the referees. Not too happily, may I add. There's Greg Gittinger with the ball. And another hard fall to the hardwood.
And before the travel call, Coach Jeff Hoke called a timeout.
Called a timeout, much to the dismay of the coaching staff here at Central Dauphin. And Central Dauphin holds the lead right now, 32-24, with 5:18 to go. Want to thank Billy Tindall for coming in tonight. There were some issues at halftime, and we hope he's feeling better health-wise, and thank him for coming out. A Hall of Famer with UMass, inducted into their Hall of Fame in 1997. I mentioned earlier he was a two-sport athlete at college and a Hall of Famer at that with basketball, and track and field was his other sport, playing for UMass.
And so far in this game, I really like the tempo that Central York is providing. You know, they stand with pace with Central Dauphin, and you know, if they get a couple more stops and a couple more rebounds, it could be a tie game. It's been a fairly close game the whole time, only about a 5-6 point deficit for Central York.
And you look at Central Dauphin, I mean, they're number 3 in 6A. Ahead of them, Wilson at 15-1 and Reading at 18-1. Those three schools have combined 3 losses do.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to see once districts get underway, those teams who will remain. It could be some main event matchups here in district play next month. Central is in it at this point. They're currently ranked at number 11. They'll take the top 12 teams. And Red Lions sitting at number 8.
Great rebound from Judah Toom. Didn't get a chance to knock it down.
Palmer for 3. Drains it. He hits double digits for Central Dauphin. He has 10 points.
And so far, they pretty much kept Malachi Palmer in check. Tough shot from Jacoby Baker.
Interesting to note, Ryan Smith, for viewers at home, has 1,155 points coming into this game with Central Dauphin. He's been held scoreless so far, which is kind of surprising. As I did some research for the game, I thought he would have been another player to hit double digits. Still some time here,
absolutely.
4.5 minutes for him to break the ice tonight.
Still a lot of minutes to go. And right now, Jacoby Baker has also went out for Central York with an injury. So that's 3 guys Central York has out. 3 of the starters that's out right now.
And Jacoby Baker, we've seen him drain some 3 points. And the easy put in there by Devon Haggins for Central Dauphin. 8 points for Devon Haggins. There's Greg Gittinger in the post.
And right now, Central Dauphin's out to their biggest lead.
Yeah, 37-24 Central Dauphin with the lead with under 4 minutes to go. Karan Brown with the ball. And a rebound there by Donovan Hill. And a kick out to Malachi Palmer. And there you go, Karan Brown.
Tough shot. Gives him Central
It's
York.
double digits. They may have to lean on Karan Brown here in the second half. There's Ryan Smith for 3. His first points tonight
1,000 point
for
score.
the senior. Adds to his point total. And a big one extends Central Dauphin's lead right now, 40-26 with just over 3 minutes to go. Karan Brown for a three, in and out of the bucket. Ryan Smith bringing the ball up court for the Rams.
And right now, Central York needs a couple turnovers to get back into this game.
They don't want kind of let too big of a lead here, and with time slipping away here in the third quarter.
And Central Dauphin's done a great job getting all their players involved. There's nobody really sticking out big time besides.
Well, right there, Donovan Hill. He's kind of taking that game over, all 6'8". That's 17 points for Donovan Hill. Nice play there by Judah Tome, who will be attending St. Francis in the fall to play football. Nice. Wow, what a great play there between Malachi Palmer and Donovan Hill.
And Todd, I'm here doing some double time work with the camera and commentating, and I'm moving the camera back and forth so fast.
Yeah, with the action, it's hot and heavy here tonight, as we would expect between this main event matchup between Central Dauphin and Central York. Multitasking, do.
Yeah, Belinda Morales, she's not here tonight. She has a family function to go to.
There's Ryan Smith. And we talked about Ryan Smith getting warmed up, but it looks like he is, and the N1 opportunity. Right now, Ryan's sitting with 5 points. It's going to be interesting looking ahead, and hopefully Sports Shooting Stars will be part of possible district and maybe state broadcast games.
Yes, sir.
Too,
yep.
With our schedule, because there's some great teams in our region.
And again, Central Dauphin reminds me a lot of like Reading and also Wilson. They're a big team. They got a lot of players that can get loose.
Yeah, emphasize to the fans at home, this is not a prep school.
Nope.
This is a public school, Central Dauphin, and
Pretty much
quite the talented team. A 16-point lead by the Central Dauphin Rams. Again, we'd like to thank our special guest commentator for coming out tonight, Billy Tindall.
And also our sponsors tonight.
And our sponsor. You know, we haven't even had the chance.
It's been hot and heavy. Sponsors tonight, Basil Insurance.
Integrity
First Home Buyers. And also Land and Sea Landscapers.
I'd be remiss again in not mentioning our sponsors again. It's been we've been an entertaining game tonight, but we'll plug hard here in the second half. Judah Tome pass intended there to Keelan Stroman, member of their football team.
Must also add that this will be the last game for Central York of their season on their home court. They have an opportunity to make the district playoffs, but that's still up in the air at this point.
Yeah, as a potential 11 seed, they would be on the road, and they feed it to Judah Tome. Nice feed.
And Judah Tome's doing a great job of cutting to the bucket.
-1 shoe. He's got to put that on rather quickly. Karan Brown kicks it out to Judah Tome. And a nice move there.
And that's a great outlet pass, and that's a definitely great shot from Judah Tome. He's getting busy and cutting to the lane. He's a football player, so he loves the contact.
He does.
Down in there in the lane.
And by the way, nominated for the Big 33 roster. One of 2 York Countyans that will be on the Big 33 roster to be played up in Central Dauphin in the month of May. Mitchell Grove from Dallastown as a punter kicker, and along with Judah Tome, who's going to head to the charity line here with 1:16 to go. A 12-point lead for Central Dauphin, 46-34.
And Judah did a great job of knocking down that shot, cutting that lead down to 11 points. And as we said, it was a single-digit game, pretty much the whole game.
The widest margin in the game right now.
Central Dauphin's using their size in the paint to get their buckets, and it's been very effective for them. Malachi Palmer with the ball, number 22, the freshman phenom. He has a lot of clout, a lot of recognition going his way.
And the put in there by Malachi Palmer.
Nice mid-range shot. Got to get back on defense.
Interesting to note, I mentioned in the pregame show, 6 colleges already, 6 D1 offers for Malachi Palmer as he's going to be headed to the charity line here.
And Malachi Palmer's having a great game. It's quiet. It's a quiet game so far, but he's hitting the buckets when he needs to. He hits one bucket, he comes down, hits a second one, and keeps his team.
It's 15 points for Malachi tonight. Great effort by the freshman phenom. Friends with Chance Westry, by the way, who is now at Sierra Canyon, playing with Brody James, LeBron James' son. If you recall, Chance Westry played 2 years for Trinity. Jacoby Baker back into the game for a 3-point attempt, and a steal there by Central Dauphin. It's Justice Easter with the ball. And Justice with his first points in tonight's game.
Right now, Central Dauphin is using their muscle and their strength and size to get those big shots in the paint.
And we've arrived at the end of the third quarter with your score. Central Dauphin 53, Central York 35. The final 8 minutes are just around the corner. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's telecast, Basil Insurance, along with Integrity First Home Buyers and Land and Seed Landscapers. And thank the fans for tuning in to our Facebook page or YouTube page, White Rose Community Television or Sports Shooting Stars on YouTube, and also our viewers on cable, Comcast Cable Channel 18 that are tuned in tonight, watching tonight's broadcast. It's been a great one, and we thank you for tuning in. Our final regular season game due. And you remember we were up at Central Dauphin for the football game, remember, as the Central York Panthers played a little football up there in the fall. So it's now
they played them in, I think, the district playoffs, ended up winning that game, and then went off to the district championship and won that as well. And then made it all the way up to the state championship.
Nice run
at Hershey Park, the sweetest place on earth.
Yeah, at the state.
Quick shout out to Andrew Mazzo. He was tuning in. He said he hopes our guest is okay. He's not injured or anything like that, so really appreciate your concern, Andrew. Like I said, we do everything live. Everything's right off the cuff, so, you know.
And no script, no teleprompter.
No.
I have to tell people this. We're not reading off teleprompters here. It's all off the cuff, and sometimes things happen, and unexpectedly sometimes with the live broadcast.
Absolutely.
And we're up over 100 broadcasts between the sport of football and basketball. It's been a treat to be part of another exciting basketball season.
And we've seen Central York play really, really big in the fourth quarter. Let's see what happens this fourth quarter here. See if they can chip into that lead and keep this game somewhat competitive.
Yeah, let's see if they can close the gap right now. Malachi Palmer, we mentioned for Central Dauphin, has 15 points. Donovan Hill, 19. And just through the hands there of Donovan Hill, uncharacteristically so. I'm not used to seeing that. Donovan Hill. Jacoby Baker bringing the ball up court, gives to Ethan Dodson. There's Greg Gettinger for 3. And a foul on that play. That foul was called on Donovan Hill of Central Dauphin, his second foul.
That's uncommon for Greg not to have any points at this juncture of the game. And, normally he's a double-digit. He's actually the leading scorer on the team at 16.9.
Yeah, and he's a freshman as well. We talk about Malachi Palmer with Central Dauphin, Greg Gettinger. His dad played in the NBA, Jay Gettinger, who's here. I had a chance to talk to him pre-game.
Yep, and his big brother also played for Central
Gabe
York
Gettinger, yes.
Yep.
And I believe his mother, I talked about this earlier, I believe his mother played basketball as well. So it's in the genes pool there for the family of the Gettinger family. Got a feeling we'll be calling Greg Gettinger's name quite often, not just this season, but for the next 3 seasons for Central York.
Yep. And also Jacoby Baker. Jacoby Baker's a junior. He'll be back for his senior year as well.
And a steal there. Judah Tome kicks it out to Karan Brown. There's Greg Gettinger putting it in.
And that's a quick 4 points for Central York.
Yeah,
and that's what they
5
needed.
points for Greg Gettinger now in tonight's game. Malachi Palmer making it look easy.
And Malachi Palmer with that mid-range shot has been knocking it down
17
consistently.
points. in and out of the bucket. And those are the type of baskets that Central needs if they want to claw back into this game right
Absolutely.
now. The Rams with a 15-point lead. We're just over 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter from Central York High School. We thank you for tuning in this Saturday night as we bring the game to you. Karan Brown with the ball.
Looks like he lost his footing there. I don't know exactly what happened.
Central
got the ball
maintains
back.
possession right now,
And it's been missed
There's
layup
Ryan
after
Smith
missed layup.
for Central Dauphin. Jacoby Baker for three. Wow, another three by Jacoby Baker gives Baker 15 points tonight's contest.
If Central York can knock down a few of these layups that they're having, it'd be a different game, or at least a closer game. But they're playing with heart against this Mid-Penn powerhouse team.
And a big three there.
That's a nice three.
By number 12, Justice Easter, a senior, and that gives Justice 5 points tonight. Talk about point distribution due for Central Dauphin. We're seeing it on display tonight. 58-43 Central Dauphin right now with 5:24 to go here in the fourth and final quarter.
And those are plays that's been vindictive all game of Central York
And
missing
Malik.
those layups in the paint. They had probably about 6 of those layups that they missed in the paint. And if they can knock down a few of those, it can be a single-digit game right now.
19 points for Malachi Palmer, 19 points for Donovan Hill, and it has been, Central Dauphin right now with a comfortable lead.
And when again, when you're seeing a lot of missed layups from Central York today, but that's also when you're playing against trees like that. You go down in the paint and they put their arms up and it makes you kind of change your shot up a little bit. But Central York still needs to knock down those open, layups and high percentage shots.
Right now, clearly Central Dauphin in control of the game with 5:11 to go. A 17-point lead. And I would imagine over the course of the next week, we'll have seedings for district play. District 3, 6A. Some teams from the 5A bracket could make it as well. And should be an interesting, as we come up on March, you think of March Madness, How about it? With college basketball, but also big time for high school basketball, as all roads will ultimately lead to the sweetest place on earth at the Giant Center.
And most likely we'll be there filming a few games. Like I said, we have a contract with NFHS this year's network, so we'll be filming some games up there as well. So check us out during the state playoff run.
That's a paid subscription, unlike what we're offering here. Our
Absolutely,
service,
yeah.
Sports Shooting Stars, a free service where you can tune in as we bring the game to you all season long with Dew Jones and Todd Edwards. And a big-time three there by Greg Gittinger, and Greg Gittinger getting warmed up now. 6 points for Greg Gittinger, the freshman for Central. Central Dauphin 60, Central York 46.
That's good defense from Stephen Benneker.
Stephen Benneker matched up on Malachi Palmer there. And a put in there. Justice Easter. 7 points for Justice. Greg Gittinger shot short there.
It's a tough shot.
Kick out to Donovan Hill. And a put in. Donovan now with 21 points.
And right now, Central York is just trading buckets with Central Dauphin, but you can't do that when Central Dauphin already has a comfortable lead.
Comfortable lead, no doubt. Right now, Central Dauphin 64, Central York 46. In the regular season finale broadcast for Sports Shooting Stars, it's going to send Greg Gittinger to the charity line. 6 points for Greg. Make it 7.
Leading all scores right now is Jacoby Baker. Leading all scores for Central York is Jacoby Baker with 15, followed by Karan Brown with 13, followed by Greg Gottinger with 7.
Ryan Smith bringing the ball up court now for Central with just over 4 minutes to go.
Central York did a great job with Ryan Smith, containing him to only 5 points so far this game. He's a 1,000-point scorer.
That was Malachi Palmer charging to the net there.
Great move from Malachi Palmer, moving without the ball and getting to the bucket. And if you notice here, I don't know if the fans can see, but Central Dauphin is actually sponsored by Team Jordan. They have the Jordan logo. On their shorts and on their shirt.
$20 points for Malachi Palmer.
And again, that was a quiet 20 points, but he does a great job of getting in the paint, you know, shooting that mid-range shots and knocking down some big-time mid-range shots.
D1 offers already on the table from Nebraska, DePaul.
LSU.
Yeah, LSU, New Mexico State. I'm sure that's just the beginning.
If I'm not mistaken, he wears a size 16 shoe as well.
Malachi and Donovan, a 1-2 punch for Central Dauphin, which maybe proved to be too much here. And here it is. Went up for the slam jam there.
They're trying to do a little showtime there. Kick out.
And a steal by Malachi.
And that's a very, very untimely.
There's Ryan Smith with a put-in. 7 points for Ryan Smith, the senior for Central Dauphin. Donovan Hill, 21 points. Malachi Palmer, 21 points. 42 points between the two.
Yeah.
Just incredible. Where Central right now sitting with 47.
And they're good. They're as good as advertised.
No doubt about it.
Checking back in the game for Central York's number 14, Karan Brown.
Ryan Smith at the charity line. Makes it look easy.
Ryan Smith has 8 points
8
tonight.
points for Ryan. Extends Central Dauphin's lead 69-47 with just over 3 minutes to go. There's Greg Gettinger out in three-point land and drains it.
We knew Greg was going to hit one of those.
Getting warmed up. He hits double digits with 10 points. A 19-point lead right now for Central Dauphin. Keon Dawkins with a put-in. Gives Keon 6 points tonight. And a 21-point lead for the Rams of Central Dauphin.
Two minutes and 30 seconds to go remaining in this game. You know, Central Dauphin's not going to do anything that they don't need to do. They're going to take their time and get a good shot. It's up to Central York to stop the ball.
Ryan Smith taking it to the board. Foul called on Greg Gettinger, his third foul.
Also got to remind the fans that, you know, we're going to send quick prayers and make sure Taylor Wright Rawls is okay. Nolan Hubbs as well. Two of their main starters is out of this game tonight. But shout out to Central Dauphin. They did a great job. I mean, they're built like a district championship team, and they're built like that. I mean, have guys on all 5 positions that can play.
Ryan Smith hits double digits tonight with 10 points. A 23-point lead right now for Central Dauphin with just over 2 minutes to go. And you mentioned it earlier, for a lot of seniors on Central, more than likely their last home game here on this court.
Yeah, and in this game right here, you know, you can see size and strength matters. They did a great job, Central Dauphin.
Especially in the sport of basketball, and then the talent as well. And Central Dauphin, a big three there by Ryan Smith. We're seeing him now warmed up with 13 points. We're just under a minute and a half to go. A 26-point lead. There's Greg Gettinger taking it to the net. You feel? Greg Gettinger at the free throw line. gives Greg 11. And some player substitutions now for Central due. Judah Tome stepping out, as is Karan Brown, with 1:26 to go.
And looks like Coach Jeff Hoke is going to go ahead and use his reserves to finish out this game with 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. Very hard on the seniors, I know, to step out on the court. Even if they're down by a lot of points, they still want to be there until the last whistle. But, you know, as long as you play your ultimate effort, as long as you put ultimate effort out there, you know, that's all you can really do. You know, you can't always determine what the score is going to be. And really, Todd, I really believe it was just the size and the strength in the second half that just was a little bit too much for Central York. They competed with them well, they played well, but that third quarter, the size and strength really played a factor in them second chance shots. And, you know, trying to keep a guy like Malachi Palmer, you know, quiet, it's very hard. He ended up with 20 points this game. 21.
And Donovan Hill, a big presence as well at 6'8", the junior for Central Dauphin.
And we want to go ahead and tell the fans to go ahead and tell us who you think the player of the game should be. And we'll give them a, player of the game shirt.
And a steal there by Will Roberts. And Will Roberts with the put in. Much to the delight of the Central York fan base here.
Will Roberts is another senior for Central York.
And a big three.
And that shot's been open all game
by
on the sideline.
Jeff France. His first points tonight, and he's a freshman. Big moment for Jeff. And drains it. A big three there by Keelan Stroman.
Another senior for Central York.
Back and forth threes here with just under 8 seconds to go. And Central Dauphin looks content to hold the ball there by Keon Dawkins. And we've arrived at the final. Central Dauphin 78. Central York 57. Let me get Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight for tonight's broadcast: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and Land and Seed Landscapers. And again, thanks once again for Billy Tindall for coming by. Dew Jones, we're going to make our way down on the hardwood floor here and interview the player of the game. And we'll be back shortly.
We're back with the mask on. I always find this hard to speak when we're on live television, so I'm just going to kind of keep my social distance from you. And what a game standing here on the hardwood floor. Central Dauphin kind of came in here as what we expected, a team that's going to compete with the Wilson, the Reddings, and there was just a little bit too much firepower.
Yeah.
For Central York tonight.
Well, like you said, Donovan, number 30. I'm sorry, what's his last name?
Donovan Hill.
Donovan Hill. I mean, just too much. Donovan Hill.
6'8", 21 points, along with his teammate Malachi Palmer.
Yeah, he did a great
job. The freshman
job.
phenom, 21 points.
Yeah.
And it was on display tonight. Really, Ryan Smith, who came into this game with 1,155 points. He did hit double digits.
Yep.
But was a little behind his teammates tonight in
Yeah.
that regard. And that's what makes this a great team sport. Guys stepping up, and we saw it on display tonight.
Yeah, Central York, they were a little undersized. They played well for 3 quarters, and that, mid third quarter, fourth quarter, Central Dauphin started getting a little bit of a stretch and getting that lead and knocking down some big shots. Malachi Palmer, we'll talk about that. He did a great job knocking down mid-range shots. I mean, getting in the paint, getting the ball to Donovan in the paint. I mean, they were just doing a little bit of everything.
Great poise for a freshman, and want to emphasize to our viewers at home, he's a freshman. You're going to hear about him if you follow high school basketball in our region, you're going to hear about him for the next couple years, and it's going to be quite the treat watching Malachi Palmer play.
And you wonder with a guy like Malachi Palmer if he's going to stay at Central Dauphin, because he's going to have a lot of attention. If you're already a freshman getting some D1 offers, there's also other schools out there that want you to play in their market. So just keep an eye out for Malachi Palmer.
You see a lot of that. I mentioned it on our broadcast earlier with like prep schools or academies, and particularly in the sport of basketball, where if you have that talent, you kind of move yourself on into a prep school or an academy. And I don't know that there is a right, wrong, or a wrong answer to it.
Right.
And
also, it's a team event. We don't want to single out any players, but as part of what we do, we like to highlight a couple players, and we also look at the live feed. And Donovan and Malachi was one of the guys they want to see. And one thing I want to add about Donovan, he's a class act.
Yes.
Before the game, he gave us some love and gave us a shout out. And even after the game, he was dapping up some of the Central York players.
Yes.
So I think that goes a long way. With
Come
players.
on out here, gentlemen. A great effort. It's Todd Edwards, Dew Jones with Donovan Hill, 21 points. Congratulations,
sorry, guys.
big
You can
guy.
turn right there
And the
on
camera's
camera.
right behind you. You're live on television right now with Sports Shooting Stars. Malachi, congratulations, guys. What went into tonight's game plan?
We knew we had to come out and execute because this was one of our biggest games of the season, and all week at practice, this is like we've been talking about, this is our championship. So we definitely came out and did what we had to do and executed.
What was on display, and not only that, I mean, you guys are right in the hunt here with Redding and Wilson. You guys can play with them, and looking forward to districts, I'm sure, Malachi?
Yes, we're definitely looking forward to districts. We have a lot of work to do, but we know that with hard work and dedication, we're going to do great.
No, great job.
Reminder viewers, Malachi Palmer is a phenom freshman here. You have some scholarship opportunities, but first things first, it's playing here for Central Dauphin and possible districts and state championship. Your thoughts?
Yes, I love this team. Coach Fletcher's been great. He's helped me along the way. My teammates have been great and supported me, and I've been trying to do whatever I can to help the team win.
No doubt. Coach, great win tonight, and on to districts, right?
Yes, for sure. Thank you very much. We're excited. We're excited about the opportunity. We're just waiting to see who we play.
Yeah, and just want to know, what was the game plan and going into the second half? What you guys, the score was only 20-25, and then you guys busted like 50 points in the second half. So what was the game plan going into the second half?
The game plan was really to take advantage of our size down low. We missed a lot of threes in the first half. We're a better shooting team, but we knew that our strength was going to be inside, so we wanted to take advantage of that.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the same thing we said up there. We said you can see the size and the strength is just starting to take hold in the second half. I mean, you guys did a great job. And, we gave a lot of credit to all your players, and especially Malachi and Donovan for, leading the team and getting you guys a big win.
Each guy, 42 points between the two guys here. I mean, almost the output of Central. Congratulations, gentlemen. Big win. Best of luck with districts and states. I have a feeling you guys are going to be making it there.
Yeah, you guys are district-bound teams, man. You got the size and everything, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And would you like to say anything to the fans that are watching at home, maybe from Central Dauphin? We had some feedback during our live feed. Anything, Donovan, first?
Let's go CD.
All right. Shout out to
Anything,
Mom or
Malachi?
anything?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
There it is. Yeah. And normally we give away player of the game shirts. Well, we ran out of shirts. They actually come in on Monday.
Okay.
So we got, like I said, we give player of the game masks.
All right.
Like I said, we also get player of the game shirts. So you will get your game shirts. We'll talk to you and get it up there. I follow Malachi on Facebook, so we we're going to be looking forward to getting the shirts to you guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
All the best, gentlemen. Yep. Take care.
Hey, thanks
Safe
a lot, man.
travels.
See you later. Good luck.
Take care.
Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck, man.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, Coach. Take care. Yep.
Good job.
For Todd Edwards, Stu Jones, thanks for tuning in. Have yourself a great night.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man.